welcome back to my channel. So today I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm in my son's nursery. If I'm talking a little bit low, it's because he's sleeping behind me. So let's see if I can get through this entire video before he wakes up from his nap. So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about my newborn must-haves. These are things that just made my life so much easier, and it was just very convenient to have these things. So I know a lot of people are like, you know, the only thing a newborn really needs is a lot of love and a lot of attention. Definitely, you know, if you don't want to have too much clutter and too many things in your house, I totally understand that too. But there are just some items that just make things so convenient and just makes things so much easier for you, because when you have a newborn, things are already hard enough as it is, so why not have a few things that just make your life easier, pretty much. So the first item I wanted to talk about is the Boppy Lounger. So this lounger I use for my first son, and then I used it again for my second son, and it really just came in handy. I can leave it on the couch, I can put it down on the floor, and I can just let him lay in there. And when they're that small, they don't really move around a lot, they don't really go anywhere. So, you know, it's safe enough to leave them to where you can leave and go brush your teeth or grab something to eat really quick. You know they're not going anywhere. So I really liked just, you know, the different prints that it came in. I also like the material, so in case they spat up on it or something, it was easy for me to just throw it in the washing machine and wash it, dry it, everything. And also if I'm traveling, like say I happen to leave and go to my mom's or my in-laws, I just put it in the car with me, and I was able to bring it. I could leave it on the bed, or I can put it inside of the crib and let them sleep in there. So I've used it several times to help me get myself ready in the morning, to get breakfast, just different things like that. So that definitely for me was a must-have. It was just perfect. Just, you know, everywhere I went, I took that with me, and sometimes he liked just lounging on there just to watch me do things. It was definitely a very good product to have. Just because of its versatility, I can use it for so many things. Anytime people are creating a baby registry, or if they're asking you like, hey, what should I get for you? That definitely should be high on the list. So that's why that's at #1 for me. So the second product that I wanted to talk about are pacifier clips. I did not have these like the first couple of months after my son was born, and it was just like, I don't know if cat and mouse is the right thing to say, but it was just crazy. Every time he would spit the pacifier out, it would go flying. And me and my husband are like all over searching, like, where did the pacifier go? It's ending up under the couch. And, you know, it'll get into like little cracks and little places that I cannot find it. And so every time he's about to spit it out, I'm there like trying to catch it, like, please don't spit it out. And my friend was like, why don't you get these clips, you know? And so I ordered them on Amazon. I think they came in a pack of 6 or something. So I got those, and I was able to attach it to, you know, whatever he was wearing. And so anytime he would spit it out, I knew it was right there and it was fine. So that was super convenient. And also too, for this, if you're traveling, you know, the pacifier is always there. And I also bring extras in the diaper bag to have with me, just in case, because sometimes they get dirty, or if he's spitting up on them or something, I can just replace it very easily. I did order 2 different kinds. I had one that had a plastic clip, and another one with a metal clip. So the only thing I noticed with that is when I went to wash the ones with the metal clips, they kind of got a little bit rusted. So yeah, that's another thing maybe you can think about, but still amazing. Just that little simple product just made things so much easier for me. And also I can clip it onto myself if I need to. You know, if we're out changing him or doing something, I was able to clip it on. So get that. That's a good product. Okay, #3 is the baby wrap. So this just allows you to carry your baby, because they really love to be held when they're fussy, or when they need help, you know, falling asleep or anything like that. You can just hold them, and it's better because you're not kind of just stuck. Your arms are free, and you're able to still do whatever you need. Sometimes I use it to get ready in the morning, or if I need to But yeah, I use it to get ready in the morning. So I'm able to like brush my teeth and do my hair, just little things like that. And then also grabbing breakfast. You can move around the house easily if I need to, you know, just do just regular house chores. I need to do laundry or something. I'm not having to like just sit there, and I don't have to worry and just have them cry in my head. I'll just put him in and carry him, and he's calm, he's good. And as they get older, they really love just watching everything that you're doing. So the wrap was just great. I was still able to do what I needed to do without feeling like stuck. Like, oh my gosh, I have to, you know, keep watching this child, or like he doesn't want to sit on his own, because that does happen. So, you know, strap him in and go about your business. What number am I on? One I talked about. All right, number 4 are the COMOTOMO bottles. I've tried different bottles, and this one by far is my favorite to use. I like the material of the bottle, and also another thing that was perfect for me was the fact that you're able to change out the different nipple sizes. So it goes from like a slow flow to a medium flow to fast flow, I believe is what they have. So you could just change the nipples out as they grow. It also comes with like different attachments that you can put on. So as they get older and they're able to hold the bottles on their own, it comes with these little handles that you can put on, and they can hold the bottle and use it, which is really nice. Sometimes they can sit in the Boppy Lounger and they can hold their bottle and drink it, which is nice too. And the next stage after that, you can get an attachment that comes with a straw. I believe it's like a sippy cup type of attachment. So I really like how it grows with them, and it's the same bottle that you can use, and it comes in 2 different sizes. It comes in, I believe, a 5 ounce and an 8 ounce. I believe is what it comes in, but it's really nice because it really grows with them, and it's not only something you can use for the first 3 months, you can use it for at least, I would say, the first 9 months to the year. You definitely get more for your money, I think, with this. So you can get them individually, or they come in bundles. So you can get a pack where it comes with different size bottles and then the different nipple attachments that you can use. So I really love that, and I was able to use that just throughout the first year, and just change the attachments, or change the nipples and change the tops to a sippy cup. So that was great for me to use. So I really, really like those. Okay, number 5 are baby gloves. So some people use them, some people don't, but for me, it was very important for me to have, because when the kids are really small, or when they're just born, their fingers are so tiny, their nails are so tiny, and I'm afraid to clip them. You know, some people aren't and they can do it, and that's fine, but I was really afraid to clip their nails, just for the fact that I might cut them or something. So I was able to just put these gloves on their hands, and yeah. Yeah, but he hasn't gotten up yet. So I'm really afraid to clip their nails when they're that small. So I was able to just put the gloves on their hands. If they get fussy and they're upset, they tend to want to do this a lot and put their hands in their face, and they scratch themselves. So this kind of avoids all of that. And then also when you're carrying them, they don't scratch you, which is nice. So I use that at least for the first couple of months. And they do come in different sizes that you can get. I used those for the first couple of months, and then when I felt comfortable, I went ahead and clipped his nails. So that was great. You know, no rush on that. But definitely you want to clip their nails, because their nails are so long. All right, number 6 is the baby bathtub. This one I think is called a bath insert. With this, you can just put it in your kitchen sink or your bathroom sink. And I didn't have this the first time around, but definitely the second time around, I said that is a must-have for me. I made sure to put that on my baby registry. With my first pregnancy, postpartum recovery was a little bit rough on me, and so having to bend down every time to give him a bath, to take him out, like, it was just a lot on me. especially for people that need to recover from a C-section. All that bending and all that stuff is just, it's too much work. So for me, it was very important to have something that that's a little bit elevated, and I can give him a bath very easily, just standing up and not having to hunch over. It's just less stress and tension on your back and also on your knees. So at least for the first couple of months, I just wanted to take it easy. So I gave him a bath in the bathroom sink. I just put him in there. I had the warm water, his soap. I bathed him like really quickly because, you know, they're newborns. They really don't need to sit there in soap for too long. So I was able to just wash him off and take him out without having to strain so much, because it just, like, you're already tired and I don't want to do all that. So just, you know, have them, you know, make things work for you pretty much. So having them elevated definitely just took a lot of pressure off of me, and it was just easy for me to get him in and out, you know, just like that. So there are several different ones that you can get, and the one that I got specifically was the Skip Hop, and I think it's shaped like a whale, so it just gave them a little bit of support, you know, to sit there as you bathe them, and life-saving, let me tell you. Number 7 for me was a baby monitor. The first time around, I didn't have a baby monitor, and that's because he was with me all the time. Everywhere I went, I was able to take him and put him on the counter, put him on the floor, like wherever I needed to put him, and it was fine. And I used the Boppy Lounger. See, I talk about that a lot because it definitely came in handy. So I just kind of, you know, took him wherever I needed to, or I carried him. When I had my second, my attention needed to be divided between the two. So when I put one down for a nap, for instance, and I have to go and take care of my toddler, whether that's, you know, taking him out for a walk or he needs to have lunch or something, like I wanted to be able to keep eyes on him without having to keep coming back into the room every single time. So it was nice to have the monitor just to kind of give me peace of mind. I was able to just check it periodically to be like, okay, he's okay. I don't have to worry about it. And I could just go around the house doing what I need. So I would say maybe for the first time, maybe you don't need it if, you know, you're always with your child. But if you just need to take a break, you want to take a shower, you want to just eat in peace, definitely the baby monitor is really nice to have, because you can still keep an eye on them without having to physically come every time into the room. And, you know, I'm really lucky right now that he's sleeping, because he's such a light sleeper. Any little sound, he's like, I'm up. And so for me, I was just like, no, I need you to sleep. Like, we're not doing this. So, he's still asleep. That's great. Yeah, he's such a light sleeper. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, I was able to keep eyes on him without, you know, waking him up. That leads me into a sound machine. I didn't have the sound machine the first time. I used to just play like white noise on my phone or my iPad or something. But this time around, I wanted to invest in a sound machine. And I found that to be very helpful, especially with a toddler who likes to make noise. And it's hard to tell him all the time, like, shh, shh, be quiet, the baby is sleeping. You know, he's like, okay, whatever. So definitely the sound machine came in handy the second time around, just to kind of drown out some of that noise that was around the house, because trying to tiptoe every time, I'm like, it's daytime, we're gonna make noise. My toddler definitely is making noise. He's running around and he likes to shout. Like, he's not silent at all. And any little noise will startle Luca and he's up. And yeah, you don't want that. You want them to sleep and have a good nap, because then they just wake up happier. So the sound machine was great, and it comes with I think maybe 10 different sounds. It has like outdoor noises like crickets, there's like thunderstorm, there's white noise, which for me just works. So you can just kind of pick your preference on that. And I can't remember right now the name or the type that I had, but it was like $20. It wasn't that expensive. But yeah, that came in very useful the second time around. So but you know, your iPad always works too. The last item I'm going to talk about is not necessarily a must-have, but it's nice to have. When it's cold, I like to use the wipe warmer. So, I mean, I live in Florida, so it's not cold often, but on those days that it is cold, I like to have something warm to put on them, especially if they've slept through the night and they wake up, they're pretty much bundled. And for me, it just didn't make sense. I like to think about it for myself. Like, if I've been sleeping and I'm under the blanket and I'm nice and warm, and then I wake up and somebody slaps a cold, wet towel on me, like, that doesn't feel nice. So I invested in a wipe warmer just for those, few times that it does get cold. When I wake them up and I kind of take off their onesies or take off their sleep sacks, whatever they're using, I go ahead and use the wipe warmer, and everybody's happy, everybody's good. And yeah, I think it just feels nice. So another item that I guess this time around I would say wasn't really a must-have for me, but it is nice to have, so I will add that on there, is a swaddle. So there are different types of swaddles, and I'll probably do a separate video for that just to talk about the different ones, because I've used pretty much every kind, I would say, of swaddle. So I'll probably do that in a separate video and just kind of break down each swaddle and, kind of the pros and cons with each. So for Luca, I mean, right now he's sleeping. He doesn't need a swaddle. He refused the swaddle. He was like, I want to be free. Let my hands be free. And instead of, when I would wrap him up and instead of sleeping, he's just fighting his way out. So I was just like, you know what? Let's just not even bother with it. Let's just put you in just like that. And so that's how he's been sleeping since he was a newborn. And I know they talk a lot about, newborns having that reflex. It startles them. He did have that, not that extreme. He did just fine without a swaddle. So I didn't even bother purchasing anymore. The first time around, yes, I used a swaddle. My child loved it and he slept amazingly with the swaddle. So I'm still going to put that as a must-have. Although you need to really check each child because they're so different. One might like something, the other is like, nope, I don't want it. So it's really just trial and error and trying different things to see what works for each child. But I think for the most part, the few items that I did mention, I think it kind of is across the board. Most kids, will use these products and will use these items and love them. So that's kind of all I had for you guys today. If there are some items that you've used for your child that I didn't mention on here, go ahead and leave that down in the comments. And also let me know if there's a product that you just absolutely could not live without. You're like, this you definitely have to have. Every mom has to have. Go ahead and leave that down in the comments below. And yeah, that's a wrap for me today. I'm so glad I was able to make it through this entire video without waking him up. Yes, awesome. So yeah, that's it for me today. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.